The Untold Truth Behind the Mummy's Curse. Adapted from The Opening of Tutankhamun's Tomb. Picture this. It's the early 1920s, a time when the world is reeling from the war's aftermath and the roaring '20s are just beginning to pulse with excitement. Amidst this backdrop, deep in the heart of Egypt's Valley of the Kings, the illustrious archaeologist Howard Carter is poised on the brink of what would become the most famed historical discovery of the 20th century. After years of fruitless digging, funding drying up, and the doubts of skeptics weighing heavily upon him, Carter finally stood before a sealed doorway, engraved with ancient hieroglyphics. Could he really be standing at the entrance of Tutankhamun's long-lost tomb? The air was thick with anticipation, a mix of sweat and sand stinging the eyes of all present. Rumors and legends had swirled for centuries about the pharaoh's resting place, filled with unimaginable treasures and whispers of a curse. Onlookers, sweating under the relentless Egyptian sun, held their breath as Carter hesitated for just a moment, then signaled his team to break through the doorway. The darkness beyond promised secrets kept for over 3,000 years. The world was about to hold its breath in wonder. A sun-bathed Egyptian desert scene with Carter and his team standing at a shadowy entrance to a tomb. Use classical oil painting style. Rich earth tones, chiaroscuro, creating tension between light and shadow, expressive brushstrokes, capturing emotion and anticipation on faces viewing the ominous doorway. And so it was done. As the tomb was opened, what lay inside was beyond anyone's wildest dreams. Imagine walls painted with vibrant scenes of afterlife journeys, the glint of perfectly preserved gold, lapis lazuli, and alabaster treasures peeking from the darkness. A wealth fit for a pharaoh, untouched by the ravages of time. Each artifact told a fragment of a story long lost to the desert sands. The boy king, Tutankhamun, who ruled and died mysteriously young. The media went ablaze, with every wooden chest, golden chariot, and intricate jewelry piece igniting imaginations across the globe. But this initial marvel, though dazzling, soon shifted towards something darker and more mysterious, as some of those involved in the discovery began to meet untimely ends. Newspapers eagerly speculated whether Carter had unleashed a curse as old as the stones themselves. What treachery had these ancient walls concealed? Egyptomania swept the world, and everyone wanted a piece of this mystical allure. While Carter reveled in his fame, his dig's morbidity gained just as much attention as its riches. Inside the dimly lit tomb, revealing glimmers of gold treasures and ancient murals. Use classical oil painting style. Warm glow highlights the richness of artifacts, deep shadows add mystery, detailed brushwork highlights gold's sheen, illustrating opulence of ancient Egypt. Now imagine the fever pitch as stories of a curse started hitting the press, whipping readers into a frenzy with headlines like, "Death comes to those who disturb the king's rest." The juxtaposition was impossible to ignore. Lord Carnarvon, Carter's financier, died suddenly after a mosquito bite became infected. The world gasped. Was it Tutankhamun's revenge from beyond the grave? It didn't help that back home, the very thought of curses was deliciously terrifying. adding mystery and danger to an already exhilarating mix of discovery and Egyptian exoticism. Although rational minds were quick to chalk these deaths up to infection and bacteria, new microscopic killers found within the tomb, the allure of ancient curses proved too tantalizing for the public. Did the boy king really have the last laugh on those seeking to capitalize on his wrested treasures? Each new death among the team or associated personnel added fuel to the curse inferno, and newspapers didn't hesitate to make headlines out of hushed whispers and shadows. A dramatic nighttime scene with media frenzy, newsboys shouting, stacks of newspapers with sensational headlines. Use classical oil painting style, dimly lit scenes contrasting hype with the shadows of night. Detailed faces convey shock and curiosity, capturing the zeitgeist. But here's the twist. As the world fixated on the curse, science had its own take. Investigation into the tomb's conditions revealed a much less mystical but equally deadly scenario: an ancient microbial adversary. These were real killers, bacteria and mold spores awakened from millennia of slumber. When humans disturb the tomb's delicate ecosystem, it's not so much a ghostly hand, but possibly inhaled spores and bacteria that could bring illness to the expedition team. With this knowledge, the curse takes on a different perspective. It is a reminder of nature's enduring power, a force far beyond any concocted superstition. Those buried secrets, released after thousands of years, were not without real dangers, but they were natural rather than supernatural. Is it any less humbling to think that the greatest tomb raider of all could be microscopic life itself? As specialists later uncovered these truths, the narrative shifted, though the pill of mystery was already swallowed whole by the eager public. Image prompt: inside a lab where scientists examine artifacts, peering at mold samples through a microscope. Use classical oil painting style, earthy muted colors, detailed brushwork on scientists' contemplative expressions, chiaroscuro lighting on artifacts, capturing a moment of discovery. Today, the story of Tutankhamun, a young pharaoh whose fame only grew posthumously, continues to captivate us. Not just for its breathtaking treasure, but for how it reflects our enduring hunger for mystery and meaning. The so-called curse is a chapter in our love affair with the unknown, proving once again that myth can intertwine so easily with reality. As tourists continue to wander through museum halls, gazing upon the exquisite artifacts, they become part of a story where science and superstition met in an Egyptian desert. Do we not secretly crave a little magic in our scientific age? The tale of Tutankhamun's tomb offers a narrative as timeless as it is compelling, enriched by the complexities of human curiosity and imagination. In opening this tomb, Carter gave the world more than just artifacts. He offered a glimpse into the eternal conversation between the past and present, a reminder of the threads connecting us through history, culture, and myth. So, was it the curse or mere chance? Perhaps the truth lies somewhere between the echoes of ancient stones and the whispered secrets of the desert wind. Image prompt: a bustling museum exhibition displaying Tutankhamun's treasures with awe-struck visitors. Use classical oil painting style, rich golds and dark shadows, detailed rendering of artifacts, expressive faces conveying amazement and respect, a blend of past and present.